Welcome to AT 24/7. I'm Aaron Dean. Thousands of AT&T customers have reported cell service outages. Now, more than 64,000 customers reported issues with placing calls, texting, and accessing the internet, according to traffic site Down Detector. Some Verizon and T-Mobile customers have also reported disruption, but both companies say that their networks aren't experiencing an outage. It's likely that their customers have had issues trying to contact those on AT&T's network. AT&T says that it is working to resolve the issue, and an industry source says that there is no indication that the outage was caused by a cyber attack or any other malicious activity. They say that it appears to be related to how cellular services hand off calls from one network to the next. It's been 30 years since the cost of food ate up this much of your income. According to the U.S. Labor Department, American consumers are now spending 11.3% of their disposable income on food. According to the latest USDA data available, that hasn't happened since George H.W. Bush was in office. Eating continues to cost more, whether it's in restaurants, takeout, or at home. Prices at dining establishments jumped more than 5% in January. There's little relief to be found at the grocery store, either with cocoa prices reaching a 46-year record in February. Economists believe that food prices are not likely to stabilize soon. While items like corn, wheat, and chicken have gotten cheaper, they are being offset by higher prices for sugar, beef, and French fries. Union membership is at an all-time low, but strike activity is alive and kicking. According to the Labor Department, 2023 saw 33 major strikes involving more than 450,000 workers. That's the most in more than 2 decades. Some of the strikes include Hollywood screenwriters and actors and workers at all 3 Detroit automakers. A strong labor market empowered workers to demand and win massive pay increases. They also had reached a boiling point after years of stagnant wages, while executive compensation soared. Even last year's surge in strike activity was still much less than in the 1940s and 50s, when millions of workers walked off the job each year. A new study finds 42% of adults in the U.S. know at least one person who had died from a drug overdose. That's according to nonprofit research institute Rand Corporation, which surveyed more than 2,000 people. Among the 42% who had someone who overdosed, they knew an average of 2 people who had died. Experts say one reason overdosing is such a problem is because of fentanyl. It doesn't take much of the drug to kill, and it's showing up in other drugs like cocaine. Many people take it without knowing that they're doing so. Wendy Williams' loved ones are opening up for the first time about the former talk show host's recent health struggles. Wendy's sister and niece told People magazine that she is in a facility to treat cognitive issues. While they aren't able to reach out to her at the facility, they said that she contacts them often and she seems to be doing much better. An upcoming Lifetime documentary chronicles a particular difficult period for the 59-year-old whose talk show ended in 2022 on the heels of her erratic onset behavior and news that she was struggling with an addiction and health issues. The documentary Where is Wendy premieres February 24th. Get out and don't go. That's what U.S. officials are telling Americans who are in or heading to Russia. Authorities there are holding another person with a U.S. passport whose arrest just became public knowledge. Experts say that Russia's using her for leverage, and the Advocate Channel's Amy Colley has the latest on that situation.
If you were considering travel to Russia for any reason, do not do it.
U.S. officials are warning Americans in Russia to get out and stay out after the arrest of a California woman with dual U.S.-Russian citizenship. 33-year-old esthetician and dancer Ksenia Karolina faces up to 20 years in a Russian prison. Her boyfriend says he bought her a plane ticket as a birthday gift, and she was excited about visiting her family.
She was more worried about not being around her grandparents, and they are very old.
The State Department says dual citizenship won't help her.
The Russians simply consider this person a Russian citizen.
Karolina is accused of treason. Her employer says the allegation is that she gave just over $50 to an American charity that supports Ukraine. And yet her boyfriend says
she doesn't watch the news. She doesn't intervene with anything about the war.
She's due in court later this month, but experts say her case isn't Russia's real focus.
Americans are being viewed as bargaining chips.
Already, Russian President Vladimir Putin has suggested trading American journalist Evan Gershkovich for a Russian hitman serving a life sentence in Germany.
The more Americans we can have as hostages, the better for them.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Download the Advocate Channel app on your phone or smart TV. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates. And even subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's more Advocate Channel entertainment and news coming up after the break.